tackling him in high school?
Oh, it was one of the hardest backs I had to play defense against, for sure. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy experience.
How nice was it to get revenge your senior year against him?
See, we haven't had that conversation yet, him and I don't want to get personal, but, I had to, get my get back, and I got it. So, but I'm glad, we went our separate ways and got a chance to come back and reunite and, go win championships now.
Donovan be competing, right? You're on.
Oh yeah, every day we're gonna be. He's gonna break something loose. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna hit him a couple times, but it's all love. We're gonna be great together for sure.
Donovan, why was Pitt the place? Why now?
There's so many reasons when it comes down to that. I think Pitt is just whenever I went through the whole process and being able to come back to the city that I'm from, like 30 minutes south, it just all went together. I think Dues and the whole staff is really just making something happen right now. The 2021 ACC championship, for example, like that was an exciting thing to see and watch. Not seeing a ACC championship in a while, and I'm excited to be a part of that and go win another one.
How much? Speaking of making things happen, it seems like there's more than a few guys that are coming from SEC back to Pittsburgh, from Pittsburgh to the SEC, and now back to Pitt. It seems like it's a pipeline. Did that weigh any into your decision at all to see the success that MJ Devonshire had in coming back, and then seeing what on top of Pitt's overall success?
Yeah, for sure. I think that definitely was a factor. I know when I was talking to Coach Sanders and Coach Collins and them, they just have consistently put in DBs into the NFL, and they're having high production in the league right now, and that just really excited me, seeing that happen. So I'm just trying to be the next one to do that.
Donovan, can you take us through the conversation you two had after LSU and Florida played? I mean, he talked about it a little bit. What was it like from your perspective? That short chat on the field after the game.
Yeah. We so first off, we exchanged gloves for the second year in a row, after him beating me twice, so he did get his get back, at LSU twice, unfortunately. But it was pretty quick and sweet. We just said, "You trying to team up, and make some noise happen back home?" And he was interested in it, and we just talked slightly. We stayed focused at our schools and did what we were supposed to do, and it was always in the back of our head if that was going to be opportunity to happen. And when we both hit each other, like, "Yo, you trying to slide?" We made it happen.
Do you consider any other schools?
Yeah, I considered a lot of schools, to be honest with you. I was thinking West Coast for a little bit. I was thinking more local schools as well. But at first I was like, I had no idea where I wanted to go, and then it just felt like the pieces just fell together. Coach Sanders was the first coach out of anyone to hit me up. I know that I hit the portal, and it takes 48 hours to get in, and when that 48 hours hits, I'm talking, my phone was blowing up. But I know the first caller was Sanders, and that just showed how much they really cared. And then a few days later, Narduzzi was in my Gainesville apartment, so it just felt like it was the right move and the perfect opportunity.
What coach were you first time coming here?
I had to. I feel like I had to get away. I felt like I had to go somewhere else, like Derek said, be able to go mature, and I just wanted the experience, and I feel like I got that experience, and now I feel like I'm growing from that, and I get opportunity to come back, and I'm living on my own, for example, so definitely felt like it was a maturing opportunity.
The two safety positions is your special?
I think I see myself as a hybrid safety. I could play it all. I think I can be in the post. I can play man coverage. I can come down in the box and tackle. That's the most exciting part is tackling for me, But I feel like I think I'm going to start at boundary. But yeah, probably start at boundary. But I'm going to be able to learn free, learn nickel, and flourish from there.
How much did the Narduzzi scheme, where you play a lot of man coverage and you're left, you play a lot of quarters, how much did that kind of influence your decision to come here and prepare you for the next level?
It really excited me. I know that Sanders, one of the first things we did, we started talking about defense and going through, film and everything. It just shows how aggressive they were, having the countless interceptions they had and being one of the best third down defenses in the nation. That was something that just made me see that as like, I want to go do that. Just being able to, there's times where you're going to, like, offenses are going to get you. But if you're aggressive and you're going to have a lot of production from that, and you're going to win a lot of football games from that. So that was something that excited me.
Donovan, as a safety, I mean, a big part of your job also is kind of connected to how good your cornerbacks are. You come here with 2 cornerbacks that are multi-year starters, all ACC recognized. How much did that play a factor in it, and how excited are you to get on the field with them and what they can do?
Oh, I'm definitely excited for that. Just being with them, working out with them for the past 2 weeks, just really shows how much of hard workers they are, and them being like older individuals, like guys who are vets, just shows that they can communicate, they can get the job done on the field, and whenever the whole defense is communicating, that's when you win games. So that's really good for sure.
Is there something to the timing of how everything's transpired? You talked about growing and maturing as a player in Florida and even as a person, but now you get to kind of come home and bring that adulthood, so to speak, here.
Yeah.
Is there something to come into Pitt now versus maybe doing it when you come out of high school?
When it comes down to that, I feel like this just maturing like helps me be able to lead by example. Like, I don't see myself as that much of a vocal guy unless I'm on the field. Like, I'm a vocal guy on the field, like hype guy a little bit, but like I just see myself as like a leader from, just doing what I'm supposed to do every day, competing every day, doing what I'm, you know what I mean? But when it comes, what was the rest of your question?
No, I mean, just basically, you go to LSU, you have all these experiences, but now you get to come home and apply them. So in that kind of way.
Yeah, like just being able to grow, like just be able to grow from a distance, like that definitely helped. I feel like I could have grown the exact same way at Pitt, but every once in a while, my grandma would want to, do my laundry, or she'll, hey, Donovan, let me come over and bring you the steak I just ate down in Southside. Like, I feel like just me being able to, pay my own bills, do my laundry, what it comes down to, clean the toilets in the house, like just having that little other side of maturing definitely is going to help me transition well at Pitt.
So you saying Grandma can't bring a steak now?
Grandma got to give me like a 2-hour heads up. I got to make sure everything's good. I'm at the facility or whatever. But no, I definitely love the steak drop-offs for sure.
Does it feel like Pitt's in a different place from a perception standpoint than it was when you came out? You got 3 guys here, Florida, LSU, Notre Dame. When you guys come out, people understand, it's Notre Dame, it's LSU, it's Florida. And now you guys have kind of come home. I mean, is there a sense that Pitt is maybe taking some steps even from the last 2-3 years?
I feel like, steps for sure. I'm just really excited, to be honest with you. Like, I don't have really much to say about any of that. I just know that we're all coming in to work, and I know the guys already here, they're working their butt off every day, and we just want to win. We want to put Pitt up there like it used to be and be great for real.
When you first committed, we got on the phone, and one of the things you told me is when you were at Florida, you said it was the most you ever lost in your life, and you were kind of sick of losing. How kind of unique is it that you're coming back to Pitt? Some people might look at Florida as a bigger program that wins a lot, but you're coming back to Pitt, and they've been the more successful program lately.
Yeah, when it comes down to the losing thing, for sure. I wrestled in high school and my whole life, and in football as well. I was always winning. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but like my whole life, like I worked my butt off to just be a champion at what I do, or at least try to be. And having the experience of losing the past few years just didn't really sit well like in my stomach, and I felt like Pitt is just on the uprise. They just keep going and inching up, and I think we have the opportunity to go win and go do really big things and win an ACC championship for sure.
I know you said that Coach Sanders reached out to you a lot. Was there anyone on the team that you talked to and that kind of helped you making your decision, or even after your decision, that was like, man, I made the right deal? Because there's a lot of Whitfield guys that were already on this roster, and now 3 more come.
I didn't really talk to guys on the team as much. I just know that the day I got here, guys are already bringing me in, and I just felt like I didn't have that same thing at first at my previous school. Like, I just felt like guys just all are gathering together and just they want to do big things together. So, and I feel like that comes from chemistry and friendships and bonds you have with your teammates. And just me being here for only 3 weeks now and almost being cool with everyone, that just shows that like that has like the winning mentality, if you know what I mean.
Was there anyone in particular who reached out, who was kind of like led the charge as far as trying to make you feel back at home now that you joined Pitt?
Honestly, not really. Like, I know I talked to Derek. I know I talked to Phil. It was exciting that I wasn't the only one going through the process, so that might have helped me a little bit more, having guys who are doing it as well. So maybe that. But as soon as I got here, the guys just brought me in. So.
You mentioned, hoping to get this program back to the glory days, or I don't know if that was the exact term you used, but what to the heights it used to be. What do you know about those days, like the Pitt in the '80s type thing? Are you a football historian? Do you know a lot about those teams?
I'm not as much a football historian. I eat, sleep, breathe football, but like the history of it, I'm not as good as it. But I know I had a great grandpa that he worked at the stadium like years back. I don't even know when it was, but I know that comes from history. I know my grandparents have a lot of history of being around the area and knowing it, but not as much historical football information. But yeah.
What's your favorite Pitt game you ever watched growing up? Like, what's one that you can look back on and be like, I remember where I was when I watched that game?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No, I don't. I don't know. I was to be honest with you, my family all, like my dad's side of the family, all pushed Florida State. So I was a big Florida State fan back when I was younger, because they all went to Florida State when they were in college. So I wasn't really watching Pitt, and maybe that was a little reason why I needed to get out and experience the world a little bit. But I'm excited to learn the Pitt history now, though. So.
You get to continue playing Florida State here?
Oh yeah, I got to get my get back there too. I lost by a touchdown last year, so I'm excited to go in there and yeah.
Anything final for Donovan?
I know you're younger, but what do you remember about Phil in high school? How he was like, the top quarterback around.
That's another thing we can't talk about. Let's just say I was a freshman that didn't play, and I was in by the third quarter. They had the JV guys in. I think it was like 56-0. My dad calls them the galloping giraffe. So like I think we came out and stopped him like first drive, and we're all lit. And I think we poked the wrong bear. And next thing I know, I looked up. There was no more fans. So, but yeah, it was crazy watching him play in high school for sure.